from what I was told. Anyways, but this is just a fry pattern. The fry are the really young minnows in the water, and it's actually used a lot in ocean fishing, beach fishing, sort of thing. As talking to. Oh, come on, Dennis. Ross, he used it while he was fishing for coho. So it can be a multitude of colors. I've done this one in chartreuse. I did one in pink. I've got one in, I have another one that's in just natural colors. It's very simple. I'm using an Arex hook. And it's an emerger hook, and it's even barbless, which is even better. I'm going to use a size 12 emerger. Just put that in there. And when I first saw it, I liked the way how simple it was, and so I better make sure I got the right one here. Oop, wrong one. Okay. So I'm using my favorite thread, which is nano thread. And I'm just going to put a layer of it on. And the main material is mallard. And I'm going to do a purple one this time. You can get mallard in almost any color. We've got 7 or 8 different colors at the store. So, and there's some pink ones. And this is natural. Purple doesn't work, that's why I'm going to use it, okay?
What's your favorite color?
Not purple.
Lies.
Liar, liar. Except now I can't find one that's long enough. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to clean out the fuzzy stuff. And decide how long you want this thing to be. And what I did with the last one of the other ones was, because I thought it was a little bit too heavy, what I actually did was peeled it out a little bit. And I'll do that with this one too, because it helps bring it in a little bit narrower. So what I've done is I've taken the center here of the quill. I'm going to
Hold it in front of the vise.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time. And we're going to cut that out there. And that's going to leave a little bit of a gap in there, so when you fold everything in, it's going to be a little easier to, it's not going to be quite as bulky because you don't want it to be bulky. So decide how long you actually want your body to be. And what you're going to do too is you're going to decide how far you're going to put the resin up so you can hold it off. So you got the body, then you want it somewhat loose and no resin in it for the tail, so the tail will move a little bit. So I take it usually about right in the center of the hook shank, sort of. And what I'm going to do is just tie that in. Then what I'm going to do is cut that off. And from here, technically, I could likely cut or tie the thread off if I wanted to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my resin. This is thin. You can get this in thin, medium thin, and then thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off to the side. I'm going to take my resin and I'm going to put a little bead. Well, maybe I will. There we are. I'm going to put a little bead just a little ways up, not all the way, on one side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another bead along the other side. Now you can do one of two things. You can either twist it so it's round, or if you want it to be flat. So what you're going to do is take the tail to where you want to keep the resin out of, and then what you're going to do is just run your fingers along that. Get all the fibers to stick together, or hopefully they'll stick together. And then what you're going to do is take your light and give it a shot. And it doesn't take very long. You're only looking at 15 seconds or shorter. And that's going to, I didn't put enough on.
Doesn't it do horrible things to your fingers?
Horrible things, like what?
Glues them together or?
No. At least I haven't had that trouble.
Never
But I've been told I have rhino skin, so I have no sense in it, I guess. For some reason, it just didn't really take. Oh, come on. For some reason, it really doesn't want to stick this time around.
The light's too strong.
What's that?
The light's too strong.
Maybe that's what it is. No, for some reason I'm trying to use too little, I think.
I bet you're wiping it off with your fingers.
Well, part of it, that's part of it too, Barry, I'm sure. But again, it's part of it too is I think I'm not putting enough on. There, that's better. Okay. And like I said, I could have tied that off already, and that's what I'm going to do. And because that's white, I'm going to use my handy dandy on the thread. Now what you're going to do is put some eyes on it. And I really thought I was going to do something really cool here, but I put them down and I couldn't find the damn things. So I'm going to what the hell?
Were you using bead chain on that other, was that other one with bead chain?
What's that?
Aye, bead chain.
On the Elite, you mean?
Well, the one you had in there, the chartreuse one you had on the.
Oh, no, it was, oh, see, oh, no, that's too big. I'll use my red ones here. No, I won't, I'll use these ones right here. Duh. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my Solar Res, and you could use the thick if you want to, but the thin actually works too. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a daub of that. Right there. And this is the part that I liked, because I couldn't figure out how they were getting their eyes on there so easy. Oops. You can take your eye, and you're going to drop it right on that daub of resin you put there. And move it down a little bit, just like that. Maybe tap it down a little bit there like that. Out. And then take your light and harden that up right away. Now that eyeball's in place. And then what you're going to do is take the resin again, and you're going to put another daub. Right there. And you're going to put him on there like that. Oops. I overplayed that one. And then, that's pretty close. So now your eyeballs are in there. Now you can take either the thick, and what you can do is just, and the thick is thick, like it's a bugger to get it out actually. Oop, here we go.
Excuse yourself, hey, come on.
So you're filling in the spaces in between?
Yep. Basically, yeah. You're just trying to get the shape of the head that you want, and try not to get it in the eye of the hook too. And it's kind of self-leveling too, this stuff, so. What you're going to do is give it a zap. Then just flip him over.
So what would happen if you tried to put the bottom on before you harden the top?
I don't think it mattered which way, top or bottom, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think.
but I'm thinking you put you put it on both sides and then
Yeah.
harden it,
Yeah,
rather than doing the top, hardening it, and doing the bottom, hardening it.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
I would think if you did both the top and the bottom,
Yeah.
gravity would cause it to drip.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I don't know, I just think it's simpler doing it this way. You do the top, flip it over, do the bottom, and then whatever you need to do afterwards, so,
I
yeah.
think Barry's right, because I could see myself making that mistake.
And then I would give that a zap again. And then I'm going to take the thin, and I'm going to I could likely get away with using the thick on here, but I kind of like the thin to do the final little bit. It'll catch anything that you've missed, plus you're going to cover up the eye. And chances are too, I'm likely leaving it longer than I should. Some of this dries really quick when you're oops, too much, too much, too much. And there you go. Yeah, bubbled up on me here. Damn it.
Sorry,
Darn it.
fish don't care.
That's true too. So that's it basically. So like I said, just, you know, taper out the body. You got the back here that is, it's gonna wave a bit in the water. Believe it or not, this is somewhat flexible. You might even get away by using the flex resin. I've not tried it. So like I say, a lot of what I'm doing right now is very experimental. So.